A bunch of eager gamers stood in line last night to pick up Modern Warfare 2. What's our tech panel playing? We'll ask Jonathan Strickland from HowStuffWorks and Clayton Morris from Fox News. Times are tough, so save time and money by skipping business trips and using GoToMeeting. Visit gotomeeting.com/techpodcast and get 30 days for free. The holiday season is always known as a time for gamers, as eager game companies work to get out their projects they've been working on for the last year. This week we saw Modern Warfare 2 hit the streets, and also we were hearing rumors that next holiday season, November 2010, we could actually see Project Natal from Microsoft, a full motion body controller, if you will, could actually hit the streets. But what's happening right now with our panel? What are they playing? Jonathan, you know, I consider myself sort of a medium hardcore gamer. I like to play the hardcore games. I just don't have a lot of time. Before the show, we were talking. You're kind of the same way. What games are you playing right now, and sort of, what games do you recommend to people?
So right now, what I'm playing, whenever I'm by myself at home, I actually log into. It's a game that's been out for a while, for a couple of years, but it's Dungeons and Dragons Online, because it harkens back to my old pencil and paper D&D days. But also, you know, over the summer, they switched from a subscription-based service to microtransactions. So now it's free to play. Got it. But most of the content, of course, is still locked away. So I play that, and then when I'm over at friends' houses and we've got a group to do some co-op stuff, we like to play a game called Borderlands, which is kind of a combination of a first-person shooter and a role-playing game. You actually earn points as you play through the game, and you can level up. There are 4 different character types. It's a very unique art style and setting, kind of a Mad Max sort of feel to it.
Interesting stuff. Now, Clayton, you know, you're a busy guy. You're on Fox News, on Fox and Friends all the time. What do you play in your downtime?
Well, you know, I'm probably like John a lot. I mean, I play a lot of casual games on my iPhone or my iPod Touch, so I'm constantly playing. I just picked up Eliminate Pro this past week. It's a lot of fun. It's online. It's an online first-person shooter game. It's probably one of the first real strong first-person shooters. But I jump back and play like Doom on my iPhone a lot. And I have to say, one of the games I'm most excited about, and I got to play it quite extensively recently, is this. The new Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers for Wii. I have to say, it's so addictive. And it's those sorts of games that I remember from my childhood that I get most excited about. But then I also jump in and play Call of Duty. Yeah,
I mean, Modern Warfare 2 is the one that came out on Tuesday. Everyone's really excited about it. I've got to say, I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Totally broke. Yeah. If anyone wants to send some love my way, I mean, I'm always up for reviewing games.
No, don't do it, Randall. So, if you do it, then you'll just be sucked in and addicted to it, because it is mind-blowing.
But I mean, with these types of games, they kind of draw us sort of towards, you know, this immersive experience. And, you know, out of us three, I mean, of course, none of us are exactly hardcore gamers, but we all kind of are the Wii gamer type, where you grab a Wii Sports every once in a while, or play Super Mario Brothers Wii every once in a while. But these hardcore games, which are very expensive to produce, they seem like they're kind of, I don't know, they have a role, but I don't know if it's as strong of a role as maybe the Halo 3 days, the Halo 2 days, sort of, you know, in days past. I don't know, you know, Clayton, is that sort of your take as well? Or I mean, do you think the hardcore gamer really exists in the same way that it used to?
I think it does. I mean, look at the numbers. Look at the sales numbers. I mean, look at just the UK shipments alone for this thing. Like 3 million units shipped just to the UK in pre-orders. I mean, now sure, you can get your hands on a lot of them because there haven't been. I mean, while there've been lines, you can still go into any GameSpot, stop store and pretty much pick up anything you want. But I have to say, I mean, I think the excitement for this game is, and all the hype around it, I think is living up to it. I still think there's that strong hardcore gamer element out there, and that's why I think you see the Nintendo Wii. We all saw this at E3, Randall. I mean, pushing the Nintendo platform towards that more hardcore gamer. I mean, they made a point of pointing out some of these hardcore gamer games are going to be coming to the Wii, so that will also satisfy that section of the audience that they were missing.
And realistically, developers are kind of frustrated because while the Wii is the biggest system seller and it has the biggest install base, more money is spent on the Xbox 360 as a general rule. So, you know, more third-party developers have a bigger incentive to spend on the Xbox 360 and PS3 than they do on the Wii, just because, you know, Wii gamers like Wii Sports, and that's about it. I don't know, Jonathan, I mean, you know, in your kind of 30,000-foot view, what's your take on the gaming scenario?
Well, I definitely think the hardcore gamer is still an audience out there, and a pretty sizable one. I think that a lot of the game developers are catering to that with some extremely rich game environments. if you look at the games that are going to be coming out over the next few months, part of it is kind of distressing because you look and you see a lot of sequels, but they're sequels to really good games. So you've got like Assassin's Creed 2, Left 4 Dead 2, BioShock 2, God of War 3. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So so you've got all these different sequels coming out. And part of you says, well, where's the originality? But they're actually the games I've played, like when I played several of these at E3, they show that the developers kind of get that. They're creating brand new content, changing the worlds around. I think that there is definitely a hardcore audience out there, and the developers they're aiming their product right at them.
I mean, I feel like in the casual game space is where you kind of get the more crazier experimental games. I don't know if you guys have heard of Plants vs. Zombies. But
Yes,
my wife is like totally obsessed with this game, and she loves it. It's just this casual game where you create a row of plants and they defend against zombies who try to eat your brains. It's really like a simplistic concept, but it's actually a really fun game. And these casual games are where you're seeing this experience of trying new things, because it doesn't have to necessarily be that gigantic investment. And more to the point, games are a lot different than movies in that you kind of create a system around how the game works, and then to create new content for the game, it makes a lot more sense than a lot of times like a Matrix sequel or something, where the sequel rarely lives up to the original. A lot of times in games, the sequels are actually better than the original because they come out with bug fixes and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know. I guess the holiday season, it looks like it'll be a good time this year. Hopefully some of these sequels will be worth playing. I'm still, I don't know, if you guys get on Xbox Live, you better watch out. Maybe I'll whoop up on you guys. So.
Bring it.
All right, Jonathan Strickland.
Bring it, yeah.
From HowStuffWorks.com. Thanks for coming on the show, and we really appreciate it. Also, Clayton Morris from Fox News. Thanks for coming on the show as well.
Thanks, Randall.
I'm Randall Bennett. Don't forget, you can catch us on iTunes. We're on YouTube. I'm going to maybe put my Xbox Live game tag out there and just like get embarrassed. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But if you want to see it, how about this? Leave a comment on YouTube, and I'll see if I can play some of you guys in some Modern Warfare 2. If I can, maybe save away some shekels. Anyway, see you guys later.